versions to the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, dear devotees, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined this morning?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. I offer my obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Nayan Shah from West Bengal.
Hare Krishna and Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful sevas. And thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all the devotees. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to assembled devotee. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sundarangi Radha Mataji. All glories Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raleigh. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day and giving your association to us. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sundarangi Radha Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Shama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Syama Gauri Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, and all glories to all your wonderful services, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sundarangi Radha Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is there anyone else who would like to introduce themselves?
Yeah, we'll start recording. Mataji Prabhuji is also there.
Okay, Mataji, sure. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I am welcoming all of you to Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Today we are so fortunate to have His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 15 number chapter and text number 1 to 2. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your valuable time and association to us this morning. Thank you so much. Before handovering the call
Mataji,
to
we are
Prabhuji.
skipping. We will skip Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Whenever ready, please take over the call, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Here we have some power cut. So hopefully it will come before the class ends, or at least my charging will be there till the end of the class. So please forgive anything happens in between. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. So we are reading from 7th canto Bhagavatam, chapter 15, text 1. Sri Narada Vacha Karmanishta Dvija Kechit Tapo Nishtha Nipapare Swadhyaye Anye Pravachane Kechin Jnana Yogayo. Word translation. Sri Narada Vacha, Nardaman said, Karma Nishtha, attached to ritualistic ceremonies according to one's social status as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra, Dvijaha, the twice born, especially the Brahmanas, Kechit, some, Tapanishtha, very much attached to austerities and penance, Nipa, O king, Apare, others, Swadhyaye, when studying Vedic literature, Anye, others, Pravachane, delivering speeches on Vedic literature, Kechin, some, Jnana Yoga Yoga, in cultivating knowledge and practicing Bhakti Yoga. Narada Muni continued, my dear king, some Brahmanas are very much attached to fruitive activities, some are attached to austerities and penances, and still others study Vedic literatures, whereas some, although very few, cultivate knowledge and practice different yogas, especially Bhakti Yoga. Jnananishthaya deyani क्वयान्यतम् इच्छता दैवे च तद् अभावै स्यात् इतरेभ्यो यथार्थः. Jnana-nishtha, to the impersonalists or the transcendentalists desiring to merge into the Supreme, Dhyayani, to be given in charity, Kvayani, ingredients offered to the forefathers as oblation, Anantyam, liberation from material bondage, Ichchata, by a person desiring, Daive, the ingredients to be offered to the demigods, Cha, also, Tat abhava, bhave, in the absence of such advanced transcendentalists, Tat abhave, Syad, it should be done, itarebhyaha, to others, namely those attached to fruitive activities, yatha arthaha, comparatively or with discrimination. Translation. A person desiring liberation for his forefathers or himself should give charity to a Brahmana who adheres to impersonal monism, Jnananishta. In the absence of such an advanced Brahmana, charity may be given to a Brahmana addicted to fruitive activities, Karmakanda. A person desiring liberation for his forefathers or himself should give charity to Brahmanas who adhere to impersonal monism, Jnananishta. In absence of such a advanced Brahmana, charity may be given to a Brahmana addicted to fruitive activities, Karmakanda, purport. There are two processes by which to get free from material bondage. One involves Jnana-kanda and Karma-kanda. The other involves Upasana-kanda. Vaishnavas never want to merge into the existence of Supreme. Rather, they want to be everlastingly servants of the Lord to render loving service unto Him. In this verse, the words Anantyam Ichchata refers to persons who desire to achieve liberation from material bondage and merge into the existence of the Lord. Devotees, however, those objective is to associate personally with the Lord, have no desire to accept the activities of Karma Kanda or Jnana Kanda. For pure devotional service is above such Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. Anyabhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karma Dhanavritam. In pure devotional service, there is not even a pinch of Jnana or Karma. Consequently, when Vaishnavas distribute charity, they do not need to find a Brahmana performing the activities of Jnana Kanda or Karma Kanda. The best example in this regard is provided by Advaita Goswami, who, after performing the Shraddha ceremony for his father, offered charity to Haridas Thakur, although it was known to everyone that Haridas Thakur was born in a Mohammedan family, not a Brahmana family, and he was not interested in activities of Jnana Kanda or Karma Kanda. Charity, therefore, should be given to the first class transcendentalists, the devotees, because the Shastras recommend. I will just keep my video off till we get the power, then I will keep it. Muktanamapi Suddharam Narayana Parayanaha Sudurlava Prashantatma Kotiswapi Mahamuni. O great sage, among many millions who are liberated and perfect in knowledge of liberation, one may be a devotee of Lord Narayana or Krishna. Such devotees who are fully peaceful are extremely rare. A Vaishnava is in a higher position than Jnani, and therefore Advaita Acharya selected Haridas Thakur to be a person who accepts his charity. The Supreme Lord also says, Name Bhakta Chaturvedhi Na Bhakta Swapancha Priyaha Swapachak Priyaha Tasmai Deyam Tato Grayam Sacha Pujo Yatayo Aham. Even though a person is a very learned scholar of Sanskrit Vedic literature, he is not accepted as my devotee unless he is pure in devotional service. However, even though a person is born in a family of dog eaters, he is very dear to me if he is a pure devotee who has no motive to enjoy fruitive activity or mental speculation. Indeed, all respect should be given to him. Whatever he offers should be accepted. Such devotees are as worshipable as I am. This is from Hari Bhakti Vilas. Therefore, even if not born in Brahmana family, a devotee because of his devotion to the Lord is above all kinds of Brahmanas, whether they be Karma Kandis or Jnana Kandis. In this regard, it may be mentioned that Brahmanas in Vrindavan who are Karma Kandis and Jnana Kandis sometimes decline to accept invitations to our temple because our temple is known as the Angrezi temple or Anglican temple. But in accordance with the evidence given in the Shastras and the example set by Advaita Acharya, we give prasadam to devotees regardless of whether they come from India, Europe, or America. It is the conclusion of Shastras that instead of feeding many Jnanakandi or Karmakandi Brahmanas, it is better to feed a pure Vaishnava regardless of whether he comes from this, uh, regardless of where he comes from. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabha sadhureva samantavya samyak bhavasito hi saha. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated. Thus, it does not matter whether a devotee comes from a Brahmana family or non-Brahmana family. If he is fully devoted to Krishna, he is a sadhu. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnana-janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I thank for this opportunity to I can speak on Bhagavatam and all of your association. So here very instructive shlokas. So the previous one, it says that the first one, So instructions for civilized human beings. So here the first instruction, Narada Muni continued, my dear king, some Brahmanas are very much attached to fruitive activities. Some are attached to austerities and penance, and still others study Vedic literature, whereas some, although very few, cultivate knowledge and practice different yogas, especially Bhakti Yoga. So there are Brahmanas who are attached to this type of activities, fruitive activities, and some are attached to austerities and penances. So they are Jnana Marga. Some study Vedic literature, some cultivate knowledge, Jnana also in that way. Austerities, some Yoga Marga, and practice different yogas and especially Bhakti Yoga. So there are very few like that who are doing Bhakti. So there are Brahmanas have different categories. Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda, some are doing some yogas and some other practices. Some of them do Bhakti also, like that. And then here it is said that, okay, if you want to gain liberation, desiring liberation for forefathers or himself, you should give charity to Brahmanas. So here two kinds of Brahmanas are given. One who are Jnananishta and others are, if they are not there, first preference should be given to who are Jnananishta. Jnananishta means they are going to take sannyas very soon. Basically, these people are followers of, we can say, Shankaracharya is also in that category where they are interested in jnana. They are interested in, because in Vedic literature we have two parts. One part says about pravritti marg, one is nivritti marg. Pravritti marg is karma kanda. Basically, karma kanda means you do this puja, you get this benefit. You go to this puja, you get this benefit. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, most of the Brahmanas that time who are in Navadip, they are all this category, karma kanda Brahmanas. So they are interested in doing all the rituals and all, but ultimately their purpose is to gain liberation only. Sorry, not liberation, to enjoy in this material world and go to heaven. And this is actually what Lord Shiva, the followers of Lord Shiva, they curse Daksha. Daksha's followers, especially Nandishwara, he curses actually Bhrigu Muni and his followers, that you people, you will use Vedas, but you will not be interested in anything spiritual. You will just use the Vedas to enjoy in this material world. This is called Pravritti Marga. Yamimam Pushpitam Vacham Prabhavantyavipaschitah Vedavada Ratah Partha Nani Tassiti Vadinaha Kamatmana Swargaparam Janmalabh Falakpradam Kriya Vishesha Bahulam Bhogaishwarya Gatim Prati. So these are the people who are just interested in Bhoga and Vaishwarya of this material world. They are no more interested in anything spiritual. So this is the category of people who are mentioned here. So these people, they are just interested in enjoying in this material world using the Vedic literature. Very pious, good people and happily doing sense gratification. So, yeah. Just a minute. So in India, we have some very special advantages. We have mosquitoes. And yeah, now there is electricity. So I
So sorry, Prabhuji.
understand the difference very clearly. There is Karma Kanda Brahmanas, there is Jnana Kanda Brahmanas or Jnana Nishtha Brahmanas. And see, these people, Jnana Nishtha Brahmanas, they are in the Nivritti Marga, not Pravritti Marga. Pravritti Marga is how to enjoy in this world, right? And when it comes to Jnana Nishtha, they are in the Pravarti Marga. So this is Nivritti Marga is very important for us to understand. Even Shankaracharya, he came to establish that. So there was Kumarilla Bhatta or Mandana Mishra. So these people, they were actually the propounders of what do you call? They are propounders of this philosophy of how to enjoy in this material world. So I'll just write for you. So even if we are hearing little bit also, you'll be able to remember if you. That's why I'm making notes for you. So one is Pravarti Marga. And second one is Nivritti. So here, this is actually Karma Kanda Brahmanas. And they are interested in heaven. That means they want to enjoy in this material world. So they are all followers of Prabhu. So Prabhu, and because they got curse from Nandi, because they supported Daksha, and then Nandi became upset. So he cursed. So all these people who are followers of Brahmana, they ended up here. And here the greatest propounder in the present age were like 1,000 years back, it is Mandana Mishra and Kumarilla Bhatta. Now, very interesting, these persons, now, they used to follow so strictly. Kumarilla Bhatta, it is said that wherever he stayed, he was so perfectly practicing all the rules of Vedic literature around him, almost few miles around him. Everybody used to be happy. Like if we go to some place, immediately people used to experience some sort of happiness or material happiness, the material satisfaction because of his purity in practice of Vedic rituals and all the karma kandas. That means karma kanda has quite a good effect. Not that they are some very ordinary people. This Bhrugumuni is not an ordinary person. Bhrugumuni and other great personalities are there. Daksha also comes here, karma kanda person. And he could go to even meet Lord Vishnu also. That means they're quite powerful people. But thing is, they're interested in pravrti. They're interested in enjoying in this material world only. Go to heaven, enjoy, perform all the rituals, enjoy. Again, perform more sacrifices, more enjoy after your what do you say, the list is finished or whatever. So credits are finished to enjoy. Again, you increase the credits by performing more yajnas, more charity, more things. So continue enjoying. Like say you are a rich person. Now say presently you take the top rich people. Now rich people, they spend money. And once their money is getting over, what they do? They earn more money. And again spend, earn more money, spend. Same thing these personalities also. They keep on earning the credits and spending it. And then they happily live in this material world. They are not interested in going out of the world. So that is not Nivarti Marg. This is Pravarti only. So this is all Karma Kanda. So they were cursed by Nandi. That you will remain like this only. You will never understand the transcendental message of the Vedic literature. They are very good followers of Vedic literature. Followers. But they follow only this part, Karma Kanda part. Only Karma Kanda. Only this part. And now when Shankaracharya came, what he did, he brought this part from the Vedic literature. So both are using Vedic literature only. So here they are using only Karma Kanda section. So Shankaracharya, he also used the Vedic literature, but made them understand, oh, this is not the understanding of Vedic literature. Vedic literature's understanding is liberation. So you need to get liberated. That's why you have to follow Vedic literature. So both are from Vedas only. One is saying enjoy. So we also tell this story, like Brahma read the Vedic literature 3 times. First time when he read, he got this as the conclusion, Pravritti Marga. Second time he got Nivritti Marga as conclusion. So in Nivritti Marga, there are 2 parts. One is Upasana and one is this, no, Moksha or Jnana. Sorry. One is Jnana and one is Upasana. So he has 2 sections in the Nivritti Marga. So Shankaracharya took Jnana part. And whereas Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, they both are from Vedas only. So both are from Vedas. One is Pravritti Marga. You get the shlokas for Pravritti Marga. You get shlokas for Nivritti Marga. Like if you take Bhagavad Gita, Krishna initially tells Arjuna that, oh Arjuna, you'll go to heaven if you die in the battlefield. Why don't you fight? You are going to get benefited ultimately. You can go to heaven. And no, you can enjoy all the heavenly delights. Or if you die, you go to heaven. Or otherwise, you can enjoy here if you win the battle. So this type of shlokas, which are inspiring the jivas to go to heaven or anything, these all come under Pravritti Marga, right? So they inspire the living entities to go to heaven and all. And then there are shlokas which tell, Arey, this material world is a place of suffering, get out of here. This is all Nivritti Marga. So Shankaracharya, he took the Vedanta Sutra and he explained in this way that, oh, they are talking about Jnana Marga, how to get liberation from it. So these Brahmanas they are called Jnana Nishta. So Jnana Nishta. So these Jnana Nishta Brahmanas, they go for liberation. And here Upasana is, this is Bhaktas. Bhaktas. So we come under this category. This is very simple understanding. Who is in which category? So now we saw 3 categories of people here. In Pravritti Marga, we have 2 categories. Sorry, Pravritti Marga, 1 category. So Pravritti Marga, we have Karma Kanda Brahmanas. And Nivritti Marga, we have Jnana Shraddha, Jnana Nishta. Right? And now here we have Bhaktas also. So here we have 3 types of people. And Prabhupada is talking about these 3 types of people in the purport. And he said that first, when Narada Muni is in this verse, what he's talking about, if you want liberation, you give charity to this type of Brahmanas, first priority. And then, okay, if these people are not available, then give them. This second priority. But Prabhupada says, no. For us, first priority is Bhaktas. So he makes it more clear for us. He says how they are very important, because ultimately this Nivritti Marga is to make a living entity come out of this material world, but to give liberation, mukti. But real mukti is what? Muktir hitva anyata rupam swarupena vyavasthiti. To be situated in one's own swarupa is actually mukti. That we have to try for. And that's why they are better. And here also, they are also Brahmanas. Of course, they can be mixed Bhaktas. They can be also called Brahmanas. They are mixed devotees. Some Karma Mishra, Jnana Mishra. There can be Bhaktas like that also, but they are much better then even Karma Kandi Brahmanas are Jnana Nishta or Jnana Kandi Brahmanas. Of course, they also can have some devotional part, like Daksha. He is also very Karma Kandi person, but he is devotee of. Like that Jnana Nishta, Jnana Kanda, also there will be some yogis and sannyasis who are devotees of the Lord, but they are mixed devotees. Only pure devotees, they are the best people in this material creation. And that's actually what Narada Muni is trying to explain. And Narada Muni said that, okay, then maybe given to Brahmanas dedicated to fruitive activities. And now people are going to Kumbh Mela. We have to discuss that also because to make it clear. Now here, now many people we see, there are Brahmanas whom we see at different holy places. Brahmanas at holy places. So most of these Brahmanas at holy places come under which category? Karma Kandi Brahmanas only. They come and say, we'll do this puja for you. Your grandfather Shraddha will do, this thing will do, that thing will do. And then they charge also good money. 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, whatever. So these people are who are performing all the rituals. They are Karma Kandi Brahmanas. Whereas Jnana Kandi Brahmanas, they are more interested in, this is the Brahmanas at holy places where we see who do rituals. Okay. And then there are Brahmanas at some, mathas. Or at some, we have spiritual organizations. So these Brahmanas are Jnana Karana Brahmanas. So what they do, they speak some philosophy and take money. They say, okay, they are also Brahmanas, but they give classes, they speak about some philosophy, some Shankaracharya philosophy, this philosophy. You will see some mathas are there. Shringeri Math, this Math, that Math. So these people come under, they are also Brahmanas only. So they come under this category, spiritual organization mathas. So we can see at holy places, they are Karma Kandi Brahmanas. These people are this. And we have ISKCON and devotees, Brahmanas who are at ISKCON. So these are actually bhaktas. Here, so this is very important to know. Now, they are the best, or any other Vaishnava organizations. So any other Vaishnava organizations, they are all best. Instead of Jnana, Karma, I told the three categories and where you can find them also. And if we want to do any rituals, we don't want to do anywhere. But if somebody want to do, they have to go to these people. Want to do any jnana, they go to these people. But if we all go here to bhaktas, that is where we are. So very simple categorization. And now people, when they are going to holy places, who recommend these places to visit and all is these two people recommend for this Kumbh Mela. These two are the people who maximum recommend. Because why? And all the spiritual gurus and all, they come. Vaishnavas also go. Vaishnavas go for preaching. But these people, they are interested in, they want to enjoy, who are at rituals and all, they'll say, your sins will go, you can enjoy. And Jnana Kanda Brahmana says, you will go to heaven. Sorry, you got liberation. So they say liberation, they will say enjoy. So if you go to Kumbh, this Brahmana says your sin will reduce. Sin will go away. And you can enjoy in this material world. Whereas this type of Brahmanas who are spiritual, they say, ore, 144 years after they are getting, you will definitely get liberated. And then Vaishnavas, they say, liberation. We don't want liberation. We want to serve the Lord. So what to do? You just, chant the holy name, take nicely prasadam, and it's done. So this is a very important point to understand. We don't have anything to do. Prabhupada went to Kumbh Mela for preaching only. And we also go there for preaching. Bathing and all, like Prayagraj himself comes to uh, Pavan Sarovar in Nandagaon to take bath. Why we had to go to Prayag? Actually, Nanda Baba wanted to go to Prayag. Krishna did not allow him. He went in the morning. Actually, Yashodamai was preparing nice, making arrangements, food and other things, because traveling prasadam she was making for Nanda Baba. Krishna comes and asks, what is special arrangements, special preparations? Krishna is always hungry. She says that your father is going to Prayag. This is really, oh, achha. Then next day morning he goes. He was actually maybe supposed to leave on that day. And morning he goes for taking bath in Pavan Sarovar, Nanda Baba. And he sees one very dark person is fast running, and he jumped in Pavan Sarovar. He was felt very fresh, and then when he came out, he became very dazzling and with all demigod appearance, and he comes out. And Nanda Baba asked, who are you? I never saw you in this place. He said, oh, I am Prayagraj. So many people come now, crores of people are coming and they are taking bath, dumping all the sin at my place. And I come to Pavan Sarovar to purify myself. Then Nanda Baba thought, if Prayag is coming to Pavan Sarovar, why should I go there? So he, on Akshay Tritiya, Prayagraj comes to Pavan Sarovar to take bath. For us, sufficient. We have faith on. So if you are in America and you didn't get opportunity to visit Kumbh Mela, no problem. Just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sufficient. See, the problem is, even if now they are taking bath, okay, some 40 crores, whatever, people went to take bath. Now, can any of you guarantee that these people, they have committed so many sins? All the sins are, so much accumulation of sin is there. Now, can you guarantee that these people will stop doing sinful activities after going to Kumbh Mela? No. As soon as they come out, they will nicely go to the restaurant, order for which is not supposed to be eaten. They will drink which is not supposed to drink, and they will smoke also. So everything they will do. Nothing is going to change in life. The account again will start. That's why Prayashchittam Atokantam. So in the 6th chapter, you might have read, Parikshit Maharaj is asking this question, that Manye Kunjara Sauchavat. It is like elephant taking bath. They took bath in Prayag. Again comes out. They may not take dust. Dust is okay, you can take bath, but they will put again sin on their head by killing animals, by all whatever possible means. Drinking, smoking, non-veg and everything. So the point is that it's not going to change anything in life. So when Parikshit Maharaj was, he asked Sukadeva Goswami, he says, oh, tapasa brahmacharyena samena. By practice of jnana, you can come out of it. Even that is not accepted by Parikshit Maharaj. He says, oh, jnana, because in karma kanda, oh, this is very important point to notice. So in karma kanda, I'll write it again further. So in karma kanda, this is actually prayashchitta. So they do prayashchitta. That means Kumbha bathing, Kumbha Mela. So this is all prayashchitta only. So all their sins are gone, finish. But problem is that Manye Kunjara Sautva. It is like what? Elephant bath. Is according to Parikshit Maharaj. Why? Their tendency to commit mistake is not gone. Commit mistake. Okay, then what about Jnana then? Yeah, Jnana is also there. So with this Jnana Kanda, so the shloka comes as tapasa brahmacharyena samena damena cha tyagena satya soja abhyamime. This is, oh, you practice all these things. Then even that also Parikshit Maharaj is not satisfied when Sukadeva Goswami gives the answer, because like sometimes there is a fire in the forest. All the trees get burned. But what happens? The roots remain still fresh. And after some time, you can again see some small, what do you say, buds coming out from there. And after you go for after few months, you will again find fresh green forest again there. What happened? Because this tendency to commit sin is still there, even in jnana. So only by bhakti, even the tendency is lost. So that's why we value so much of devotees. Like Kechit kevalaya bhaktya vasudeva parayanam agam dunmanti kashnena neharim vaskura. Just even before the sun rises only, the darkness is dissipated, just the one ray of sun. So similarly, here the tendency is lost. They don't want to commit any sinful activity. So this is the point here. So here, why we want to appreciate, why we are partial to devotees, is because they lost the tendency to commit sin. Now we may say, Arey Prabhuji, we see devotees are also doing so many mistakes. So it is like a fan which is which is cut from the electricity. So when this fan is rotating, now you cut the supply of electricity. Still, it looks like rotating for some time, but it is not actually going to continue. It is going to stop very soon. That's why Prabhupada is giving that shloka. And then second is, another example is given of a medicine. If somebody is given a medicine, the treatment will start. So immediately he may not look very, immediately after medicine, he is not looking very healthy, but slowly he will improve. So that's the point. So here we have seen these three categories. Why we appreciate devotees is, this is the main reason. They don't have tendency to commit mistakes. Others may come down, but it will not happen with devotees. So here, Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karma dhanavatam. So not even pinch of karma and jnana is there. Consequently, when Vaishnavas distribute charity, they do not need to find a Brahmana performing activities of karma kanda. So Advaita Acharya, he just gave it to Haridas Thakur. They said, no need of all this. Haridas Thakur is completely fit, give it to him. Even though he is not a Brahmana family, but he is a Vaishnava. Why? Because the tendency to commit mistake is gone from him. His heart is pure. So it is not just a qualification externally, internal condition. And then we have all these famous shlokas, Muktanam, Prasiddhanam, Narayana Parayana, Sudurlabh Prashantatma, Kotiswapi Mahamuni, like that. And then Name Bhaktas Chaturvedi, Mad Bhakta Swapachak Priyaha, Tasmai Devyam Tamo Tato Grahyam, Sacha Pujo Yatahi Aham. So even though he may be very learned and Vedic scholar and all, but unless he is pure in his devotional service, the Lord won't accept this. However, even though a person is born in a family of dog eaters, he is very dear to me if he is a pure devotee who have no motive to enjoy fruitive activity or mental speculation. So this is actually the main point. And then Prabhupada also gives this shloka, Apichet Sudurachara. Even though he may be Durachari, but Bhajate Mam Ananya Bhakti, he is having unalloyed devotion. So that's the reason. So the point here is bhakti is such a powerful thing. No need of any other activities. Just bhakti is sufficient. So here the shloka says that I think in one of the shlokas. Yeah, so here he's telling that Vaishnavas, there will be so many people who are doing Jnana Kanda and Upasana Kanda. So Upasana Kanda are Vaishnavas. So Vaishnavas never want to merge in the existence of the Lord. Rather, they uh, want to be everlastingly servants of the Lord. So this is the main understanding. And when Brahma read the third time, he understood. Even though we are also Nivritti Marga, and this Jnanas are also Nivritti Marga, but so much difference is there. Jnana Marga is tough. Klesho adhikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gate dukkam deha vidbir avapyate. So that is the state. And yes, so Kumbh Mela. I will just tell that how this bhakti now, okay, we are devotees are also doing committing mistakes, but what happens is that they are committing offenses, that's why they are not able to get immediate benefit. Otherwise, with bhakti, it's sufficient, no need of any other thing, no need of going any other process. This one bhakti is sufficient because this tendency to get out of the sinful activities cannot happen by any other means. Here, what happens is bhakti, the chit potency that enters the heart is nourished, and he will not get any other he will not get pleasure for any other object. He got already the taste of bhakti, and even though he may be sometime doing some activities in this world, some wrong activities, but his heart won't get that type of pleasure again. So then slowly, slowly he'll give it up. Like say, after he came for bhakti, and after practicing say 5 6 years, and suddenly he goes to his friend's house and friend is watching a movie. He will not be able to enjoy the movie that he used to enjoy 5 years back. Why? Because he got the taste. So why did he watch TV? Because he went to his friend and that effect was there on him. Apiche Suduracharo. Still, he is considered sadhu because he has this very higher taste like that. So here we are seeing why the bhakta is respect. This is the main reason that his heart is a very, and we all want to be association of devotees so that our heart is also pure and we may not get affected by all these things. So what happens is when we are practicing all this bhakti and all, there will be so many obstacles, but still we should not jump to karma kanda and jnana kanda. The tendency is there. Like maybe some problems are coming. Maybe I should do some rituals at home. I should do this puja, that puja at home, and I should arrange some Bhagavad Katha at my house. It looks like spiritual. No, it is not like that. We should know that it is good to arrange Bhagavad Gita, but from very bona fide devotee, not from professional reciters who recite for money. That won't work. We have to, if we are doing also Bhagavad Gita, it should not be for name and fame or by paying money and all. It should be only purely devotional. Then only it works. So the point what I am telling is, even if difficulty comes, we should not change the parties. We should always stick to Krishna. We should not be bewildered. Like Kumela, even many devotees are bewildered. They think maybe we should also go and take bath. No, no. Only preaching. Our purpose is we want pure devotional. We don't want liberation. And we should not get affected by such things. I am not minimizing the effect. Our sinful reactions will go and all these things. But we are, by chanting the holy name is sufficient. Pure devotional service is sufficient. There is no separate reactions and all. And it is like many other things come in ISKCON. Like Narsim Yajna and all. It's not wrong to do Narsim Yajna, but we should not make it a ritual. By doing Narsim Yajna, all my things are solved, all my problems came solved. So this type of what is, we don't want to do Narsim Yajna to solve our problems. We do Narsim Yajna to please Narsingadev, to make him happy. What about the solution for my problems? If he wants, he will cure. Otherwise, let it be. I'll continue. And I want to cure my disease, my health, and some problems at home, this, that. Yeah. But we tell, my dear Lord, if you wish, you can remove me. But I am doing this yajna for your pleasure only. Separately, for us, Hare Krishna is sufficient. These things are entering into ISKCON so much. All these pujas. Because what happens is, like initiation, I was recently attending some initiation yajna. Initiation happened, then they would do yajna, right? And then what happened? This Brahmana, he started chanting Sri Sukta, Purushukta, this, that. I was like surprised. Previously, when initiation proper time from all, it was just you chant all the Guru Prana mantras. Om Ajnanati Mirindasa till Hare Krishna, whatever we have in the Mangala Charan. From Om Ajnanati to Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we chant all the three deities of Vrindavan, Radha Madan Mohan Gopinath, and then we also chant all the our Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and all this pranam. That's finished. And if you want to extend, I also did. If you want to extend that, make it look elaborate, you chant 108 times Hare Krishna mantra, and the yajna is done. Now they are introducing Sri Sukta, Pursukta, and then he charged money for it. And they gave some donation. Then he was not happy. He said, no, I want 10,000 rupees. 5 devotees participated in yajna. I want 10,000 rupees. I was thinking, oh, I was not knowing. I could have done myself. I would have done it free. They charged 10,000 rupees and they did all these things, which are not needed only. Why we need rituals? See, even housewarming or deity installation also, Prabhupada, when he installed deities in Vrindavan, he told devotees to do kirtan. And then he arranged some yajnas and other things to happen. And Prabhupada said, see, real installation, this kirtan only. This yajna just to show to outside world we are doing it. Otherwise, in Angrezi Mandir, they'll say no standards only. That's why I'm doing this yajna. But kirtan is sufficient. Lord will come. And Prabhupada sannyas time also same thing. There was, Havan was happening. And Akichan Krishnadas Babaji was doing kirtan. And this pujar is telling, no, do soft kirtan, do soft kirtan. Prabhupada is telling, no, you chant, you chant. Because that is actually yajna for us. That is the way to get purified. Purification of heart comes from bhakti only. We should never get carried away by these rituals and jnana marga, karma marga, and all these things. No, it is not correct. And now they are nicely exploiting, nicely making money. All these ritualistic ceremonies and all. We should support such families. If you want to support, you can perform these yajnas. But don't keep faith in the yajnas. That is the point. Feroji, that they also have family and children. We should support them. Yeah, you can do yajnas at home, call the Brahmanas, support them. But our faith is in Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is only our faith. Even in future, if I get affected and if I speak something wrong in class, don't follow. Only follow this Hare Krishna only. In case if I suggest some ritual or anything, don't take it seriously. Now I'm in a good position. So I am telling you the truth. We don't need anything. We just need Hare Krishna mantra because that changes the heart. All these things, they are just to keep us happy in this material world. And what is the point? Anyway, we have, no matter what we do, this material world sometimes so disgusting, this place. It's such a nasty place. We have to stay only. Just see what is happening to the world around, how much it is getting degraded. We feel, what am I doing here? Why I want to stay in such a nasty place? So this is actually the reality. Don't get carried away with all these rituals and all. We don't need only any of them. It's all cheating. Kaitava dharma. Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. Ours is only this. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radokshaje. Ahaituki apratyata. See, this is very important. Ahaituki means we don't want anything from Krishna. Apratyata means no external situation should stop us doing from bhakti. We should not get affected by the external situations that are happening around. All situations we will do only Hare Krishna. Oh, crores of people are going to Kumbh Mela. I will chant Hare Krishna only. Everybody in the temple, they are doing Bhagavad Gita Yajna, Narsim Yajna, this Yajna. I will chant Hare Krishna only. That is not actually, that is just to attract new people. This Yajnas and all in the temple and all this to attract him. Ours is pure devotion. No yajnas. Yajnas are from Treta Yuga. Kali Yuga only one yajna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Simple rituals are there, like what Prabhupada did for as initiation. That's all. That is sufficient for us. And that is also, we are only chanting our Guru Pranam mantras only. No complicated, any sophisticated things. Very simple. We are opening our Mangalacharan book and reading all the pranamas and finish our yajna is completed. See, basically yajna is what you have to invite different demigods and give them oblations. Now, why you want to invite everyone? We have our own acharyas. Now, give to them. If you want to give anything, what is more preferable? To give to Bhaktivinoda Thakur or any other demigods? No, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, all the acharyas are there for us. They are actually important personality. They are manjaris from the spiritual world. Even Lord Shiva wanted association of Sanatan Goswami, Chakleshwar Mahadev, you know the story. That means what? Lord Shiva is the greatest of the person in this material world, even greater than Brahma. If he want association of Sanatan Goswami, then why we should go to any other people? We already have our acharyas with us. We just have to take their association and shelter. So no, we should have faith on this. We should not get carried away. All these rituals, this is not what is this. We should not bring such things into our actually. Yeah. So and many other things are there. Maybe next session we'll discuss more on this. I didn't intend to talk that, but it came. But more details. How we are getting distracted with all these things. We will discuss more. But this conditioning is there to get carried away by rich. In home also, best way to invite the deities at home, Kirtan, Abhishekam. Ours is very simple. Kirtan, Abhishekam, Prashadam. No need of any other big yajnas and all these things. We don't need. Just do Abhishekam, Lord will come. Lord interested in devotional part only, not the external rituals and Gandivar, how much you did rituals, what type of Brahmanas you got. They may not agree with my, they will be very upset with me, but this is actually the Shastra only. Prabhupada did say this in installation of Krishna Balaram temple. At his sannyas also. These are the two very examples. So we have to follow Prabhupada. And his sannyas ceremony initiation, what Prabhupada was preferring, he is preferring Kirtan. Krishna Balaram installation, what Prabhupada is preferring, he is preferring Kirtan. And that's how what our acharyas did. They did not do very elaborate any other things. Simple. We have to not bring all these things into our society, and we should not have faith in these things. That is the main point. Just chant Hare Krishna, everything will be happy. If we have some special things, then we can chant Narsimha prayers. Prabhupada did that. When he was sick, he told devotees to chant Narsimha prayers. After that only, a morning program, we have Narsimha prayers. Before that, we didn't have. So we chant Narsimha prayers, and all the Rahu Ketus, whatever are there, nursing, they will take care. So basically what we want is, we want to serve the Lord, and some obstacles are there, like health issues or some financial issues or some other relationship issues. So there will be some obstacles that come in our path because we want to serve the Lord, and these obstacles come. So any obstacle comes, we take shelter of Nursing. Nursing, please help me have good health so that I can serve Krishna. I can, all these obstacles go so that I can serve Krishna. So no need of yajna also. Just chant Narasimha is sufficient. Prabhupada did not tell do Narasimha yajna when he was sick. He just told chant Narasimha prayers. Right? So why yajna? No need. So this is for attracting new crowd who are having karma kanda faith. You bring them to temple by showing this yajna we are doing. And once they come, you tell, okay, now chant Hare Krishna. So that is the preaching tool. That's all. Not for devotees. They want, I told now, only purpose of our doing Narsimha and all at home is two reasons. To bring all devotees, give them prasadam, and to financially support these Brahmanas. There is no need. Yes, any questions, comments? I have some other topic today. In case if you don't have questions, I'll speak on.
Yeah, you can continue, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So our mind, this is also, actually that is, okay, we had some question. Should I take Mataji?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, your screen, I don't know, it's different. Can we stop that? Yeah. Prahlad Anand Prabhu, please go ahead.
Can you hear me, Prabhuji? Haribol, Dandavat Pranam. Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. I was just curious about Vivaha Yagna. You know, my two children, I want to get them married. So we should have Karmakand Vivaha Yagna. You know, when
Yes. So these Brahmanas, they are good in that. We should do it. And they are good in that rituals, and that has effect. And they know proper time and proper procedure, because that helps in getting the sanskara properly.
Right.
So we should take their help to do it. That is proper. Not a problem.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Haribol.
But one important thing is, you should call all the devotees and do kirtan and give them prasadam to devotees. So
Oh, that's
this
a must.
part,
That's a must.
having kirtan with devotees, feeding devotees prasadam is
Right.
must.
Yeah.
So
Haribol,
that
Prabhuji.
is
Thank you.
the other thing.
Okay. That's the main element, you know. Everywhere we do kirtan, first thing is kirtan in any ceremony. that is the prime fundamental thing we do. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Haribol. Very nice class. Haribol.
Yeah. Shiva Kumar Prabhuji, please go ahead.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Then comes Prabhu. Prabhu, two questions, Prabhu. One on the rituals. I was also reading a lot of the astrology, Prabhu, the different planets and their effects and things like that before I came into KC. And after that, I kind of stopped it, Prabhu. I just wanted to hear from you the tendency of running to astrology. What is the trigger for it, Prabhu? Is it because, like in Bhagavad Gita also, the Lord says the worship of demigods gives quicker results? Is that the reason why there is tendency of leaning towards astrology or vastu when there are challenges in practice of bhakti, Prabhu?
Yeah, because we are uncertain about future. So that is a great concern for all of us, that what will happen to me. And even though we may have faith in the process of Krishna consciousness, we want to know, okay, I am practicing bhakti, what will the result of my bhakti? So it's not that you have faith in their rituals. You may not do what they are telling, but you may be curious to know what exactly is my problem. And then there are alternative devotional methods to cure that problem also. And like, okay, I know that this time is not good for me. Maybe let me chant the Narsingadev or some other form. It is not completely wrong, but only thing, not have faith that these things will go according to this. This all goes according to will of Krishna only. Have that faith also, that okay, even if my astrologer says that like I know one astrologer, I just consulted for some other people, so he want to tell about my things also. He suddenly calls and he tells, Prabhuji, this time is good for you, bad for you. And he's, after 2 years you have this health issue. So he gives telling me, I don't ask him, he calls and I say, okay, even if it is health good, bad, what I'm going to do? I'll do my morning program, I'll do my Bhagavatam class, I'll do my things. I cannot change only anything. So what I will do?
Yeah.
I will not go to all these what do you call Shakti Pitas, or I will not go to any of these Jyotikas to Abhishekam for Lord Shiva, right? These are the remedies they have, but I'm not going to do any of these things. Even if it is there also, it does not matter. We just chant and continue doing our service, whatever Krishna wants. So we have that inclination, will be the tendency will be there to know. But initially, I also 1-2 times anybody says like any astrologer comes, immediately there is a tendency. I also want to know about myself. And also one devotee came. He's also very famous astrologer. He came to meet me, and then first time it happened that no, I didn't ask anything. I don't want to know. I was like, I said, okay, let it be whatever. I don't want to know only. I didn't show my things and ask him what will be. That's not needed. After some time, you will also understand. You feel detached. Okay, let it be. What? Not a problem. You are, even if you want to see and learn and all, then ultimately, what you will do? Will you chanting any other mantra?
Yeah. Yes.
So you chant Hare Krishna only. So what is the point?
So also,
You have
Prabhu,
curiosity, some science you can learn and get some new interesting points.
yeah, yes, Prabhu, yes, Prabhu. Okay, so thank you, Prabhu. So you're saying basically
As a
it's an
preaching tool.
interest.
You can use as a preaching tool. Say if I suddenly start telling some astrological points in this class, so somebody personally they will call me and start asking. So, like that you will get somebody and then you give the same solution. Yeah, no problem. You chant Hare, everything will be fine.
Okay, okay. Okay. So, Prabhu, you brought up an interesting point. It's more of opening up a way through which we can predict our future as to what will happen. Also, when you were explaining, I just got reminded of another point, Prabhu. Is this also tied to the Prayashtita aspect of when I go to the astrology, looking at my planetary positions, guessing what could have been the trigger of these problems, the sin or kind of sin or something, and some workaround to um, bring down the effects of the past karmic effects? Is that also one of the reason, Prabhu? Would
We
that lead
don't
to
have to do any other Prayaschitta, bro. Chanting Hare Krishna is the Prayaschitta for us. Because you please understand what is Prayaschitta. Prayaschitta basically means, say I did, I broke the signals. I broke the traffic rules. Then I had to pay the fine. And now, again and again, n number of times you do, I pay the fine and I am cleared. And I am giving a simple. Now, this Prayaschitta is something like that. You are paying the fine. But the tendency to do the sin is continuing in you. That is not. So
Yes,
that
Prabhu.
is the problem. So this
Yes,
Prayaschitta is like paying the fine and trying to get rid of it.
Prabhu.
Now, okay, now you did Prayaschitta and get rid of it. What is the guarantee that you will not do it again?
Again.
Now what happens now? But if you change your heart, now Lord will remove from that all these things. He said no more reaction to all these things. Because it is not the Prayaschitta that Lord is interested. Lord is interested in change your heart. Say, I give this example all the time. Say, two brothers, they came, the elder brother brought the younger brother. He was came to the mother and he started, Mama, you know what he did? He bet this boy. And mommy said, you bet him? And the younger brother says, Mama, sorry. And he says, no, he also broke the bat of this boy. He threw the ball here. He did this, he did this. All the things he's complaining. And the boy, that small fellow is telling, sorry, Mama. And mother says, okay, no problem. And now the elder brother is not understanding why she is not punishing him. Because she is not interested in punishing him. She is interested in that he just rectify himself. Once he rectifies, the boy says, Mama, I will not do, sorry. Then Mama says, okay, no problem. So the point is what? When we go to Lord and when we start chanting Hare Krishna, we are also telling him, my dear Lord, I don't want to do all these things. I am sorry. God says, okay, forgive. All karmani nirdahati kintuja bhakti bhaja. All the crores of sinful activities which we did in crores and crores of life, everything Lord will say, maaf kar diya. Kyun? not interested in punishing us. He is interested in seeing our rectification. So once he is rectified, then why he will give the karma which you have done something which when he very last. So why he will not give? Even a mother won't give like that. Why Lord will give? So that is the point.
Okay, okay.
You are proving that I am rectifying. Lord says, okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, second question, Prabhu. I just wanted to understand, Prabhu, what is the difference between committing a sin and committing an offense, Prabhu, in the life of bhakti? Are those both not the same?
No. See, sin is basically you have a tendency to do. We all have the tendency based on because of our samskaras, because of our us we commit all this. So we have this swabhava, our conditioned nature, we commit sinful activities. When this is sinful activities, but offense is what? When you are neglectful towards the holy name, neglectful towards the service of Lord, neglectful towards the devotees, when you are not paying proper attention, then we commit all the offenses. So when dealing with all this dham aparad, nam aparad, seva aparad, vaishnav aparad, when you are dealing with any of these four personalities, we should be really, really very attentive. Not when we are inattentive with any of these things, then there is always a tendency to commit offenses. We are taking Vaishnavas for granted and we are trying to give pain to them by our words or action or anything, then it is very dangerous.
But Prabhu, that's where I had this question, Prabhu. Even in case of offense also, I'm only doing it by the impelled by my lower modes, right, Prabhu? Conditioning only. I don't know how to differentiate between impelled by conditioning versus being neglectful or willfully doing it. I thought the sin is also.
Yeah, the condition also works there, but still, when it comes there, we should not be neglectful. That is the reason we don't make so much progress. What is said in the scriptures? Ajamila chanted one time, Narayana, Vishnu Dutas came, nothing is happening to me. The reason is because we are still committing these offenses. We are performing offensive bhakti. So slowly become conscious and try to be very, very conscious and avoid all these offenses. Then we will definitely make very fast progress.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, is there any more questions? Okay. Prabhuji, very beautiful class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Prabhu, you want to talk something, right? More? You wanted to continue?
Time up, no? I can talk.
Yeah.
Okay, just tell few things. Okay, one topic I'll take, which will be helpful to all of you in your personal, in your preaching and personal. So I'll just take this one part because it is helpful for parents also to see our mind. It is in the 5 stages of mind. Actually, this was my topic, but somehow I started with that and ended with that. I couldn't reach my class, what I thought of speaking. So first is Mudha, Vikshipta, Kshipta. So these 3 stages, then there is where you have Samadhi. Yeah, so here it is in ignorance. So our mind in ignorance at the stage of Mudha stage. And Kshipta, it is combination of ignorance and passion. So what happens is mind and ignorance, this is when we are sleeping. So sleep state is actually, we don't want to do anything. We just want to take rest. So this is the stage our mind is. And we most of the time, especially for sleeping time, not a problem. Other time it won't do it. sleeping time, we are at this level. And then comes the next thing is passion and ignorance. This is the most dangerous stage where we are in the combination of passion and ignorance stage. And at this stage, what happens is our mind is very, very, very fickle. So Kshipta, Vikshipta, Ekagra, and Nirodha. So this is the 5 stages. So what happens is very, very restless stage, that is. And that means you are getting a remote in your hand and you are sitting in front of TV, and every 2 seconds you are changing the channel because mind is not focusing on one point. All these shots and the mobiles we have, this is because of this one reason only. Because of people nowadays, all these attention disorders are coming for the children, is because they are completely affected by these 2 stages. So this is a mixture of rajas and tamas, and a multiple, and the mind appears in a it's running stage. It's a running mind, we can call. And it constantly jumps from one item to another item, from one object of pleasure to another object, which cannot concentrate on anything. It is very, very in a frantic state, we can call. And when passion and ignorance simultaneously influence, what happens is ignorance makes it very non-concentrated, and passion makes it read somewhere all the time. So you are always going here, there. When you go to some place, then ignorance don't allow you to concentrate on it. So, and say like, it's like butterfly. It is always flapping. And why it is flapping? It's like mind. It's very unstable. They butterflies sit for some place and immediately they start flapping and going some other place. So mind is also like that. And it is dispersed, excited, unable to concentrate on it. And this is a worst condition. And nowadays, many children are having this problem because of so much addiction to mobiles. They get money when they are very small. And under the influence of the material world, we come to this state when we cannot calm down, run somewhere, do something. It is not clear what. And actually, this is the very state when we cannot immerse ourselves at that moment. This is very important. Please try to understand. So when we, in essence, cannot show love at that time, because love can only be shown in the present tense. There can be no other time for love. Love can only be here and now. And now my ability to show love is very dependent on my ability to be here and now. You're understanding? So, someone who has distracted mind, and for them, it is impossible for them to show love. They are less like children who are playing with games and all these things. When parents try to show their care and some affection, children don't care only. They don't mind because their mind is not there. They are not able to appreciate what parents are doing for them. This is their state of mind. So, and the third stage is actually, I will again write. So this is ignorance. This is ignorance and passion. And this is only passion. So this passionate stage actually where a person, it is excited. It is excited in a good sense, and which has energy of rajas. And what happens when the person under the influence of passion, he sets himself some goals, achieve these goals, and he has this excitement, but it still has one goal to some extent. At this level of vikshipta, when a person strives to achieve goal, it is very strong actually desire, very strong samskaras. At this level, person can feel a glimpse of samadhi also. All these people who are so much focused in their work, they're like completely in samadhi only. So he has a goal and he strives for the goal. Of course, ultimately you want to enjoy and he's going on to achieve this. And in general, this is not the proper samadhi. Now, in the gunas of passion ignorance, person cannot truly reveal the potency which is there in him, the potential inherent in his mind. So unfortunately, for the most part of the waves that are there in our mind have a nature of first three categories only. All these three. Mudha, Kshipta and Vikshipta. And then we have Ekagra and Nirodha. So these are the two categories, Ekagra and Nirodha. So Ekagra is actually a mixture of passion and goodness. And this is only goodness. So this is how the system is arranged for all of us. And at this stage, the mind in which a person can already feel what meditation means, when he can completely focus on something, at least for a few seconds, and not let this object out of his vision. When he cannot look, when actually he can look and consider, and his mind does not jump all the time from one object to other. And this is actually what happens. Like people come to temple or they go to any other place, like people who go to zoo. They immediately see the animal for a few seconds and then they want to go for next. That is greed. We are watching some videos, then we want to see next. That is what is greed. I had this experience. I used to sometimes visit my uncle's house when I was in college. So college, we didn't get much opportunity to watch TV and all. There used to be common TV in the hostel, and once in a while they keep movies there. It does not run all the time, and you don't have much option. So I used to go to my uncle's house, and because I was in college, my cousins were not there. Only my aunt used to stay there. My cousins used to go to college or something. My aunt used to be there, and I am alone with the TV and remote. Unfortunately, I could not enjoy. I used to think, okay, now go and enjoy. Always I used to change. I used to always feel, I went for few hours. I didn't enjoy only. This is actually because of this reason. There is always a greed is there in that. We have to see everything, and rather than one after another. So ekagra is just the ability of mind to focus on one object and ability to be in the present. And we have to practice this. These are the initial stages of meditation. So when we are chanting also, we have to bring our mind to the present. And like say when you see a flower, we will be able to appreciate the flower, its beauty and everything. And we are all accustomed to perceive in the category of whether is it possible to eat or enjoy this, and therefore we are depriving ourselves a lot in life. And that is actually people come to temple or go to some places to visit. They spend so much money, they come all the way to temples, spend so much money. They just save for few seconds, like is to see in the temple. What is the maximum time? They stay 1.5 hours in the temple. And what is the time they stay? We were in NVCC, we used to see what is the time, average duration of time they stay in temple hall. It's 5 minutes. In 1.5 hours stay, they go to Govinda, they go to stall here, there is a garden, they play there. In front of Lord, only how much time it is needed to take photos and take a video and finish the count. They cannot stand, they cannot appreciate. This is a very unfortunate. They go to some places, they visit sightseeing. That is also few seconds and finish. They're out. So anyway, so the ekagra, and then the next is nirodha, where his mind is completely, it is in a complete mode of goodness. It's like samadhi state. Okay, thank you very much. Will I end here?
Thank you, Prabhuji. I see chat box, some message came. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, very true, practical, and thank you so much. No question, just a realization. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, any more questions, any realizations? Thank you, Prabhuji. Hemi Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, beautiful class. Just, I think you kind of answered my question briefly. Like these stages of mind, how do we connect it to our chanting? Like what should be our mind based on all these stages you described to us?
Yeah, we have to, because our mind is most of the time is the 3 stages. We are sleeping. When we are wake up, our mind is running here, there, or we are passionately attached. We have to practice this state. That's why the philosophy works there. No, when Krishna is telling that prakrite kriyamanani gune karmani sarvasha ahankara vimudhatma, it is your ahankara. You are thinking you are the doer. Don't think you are the doer. It is all prakriti, done by prakriti. So these are the shlokas we should remember when some distractions are happening at the time of chanting. We should know, Arey, you want to be devotee of Krishna, you like to be with Krishna, and you are getting 2 hours to be with Krishna every day. Why you don't want to be with Krishna? If you like Krishna and you are getting personal time with Krishna for 2 hours, and even if I am not ready for this 2 hours to stay with Krishna, how will I go and stay in spiritual world with him 24/7? No, 2 hours. We just have 2 hours. That's all. Krishna is not. We just happily stay with him, and then don't, nobody in between you and Krishna. You are there and Krishna is there. You just chant his name, be peaceful and happy. And you say, Krishna, I don't want anything. I just want to just chant. So that's one thing we have.
Okay, Prabhu.
Mataji.
So that means we should be kind of in that ekagra stage or I don't
Yeah,
know.
I got that stage.
Okay. That's quite far for me, for at least Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Prahladanand Prabhuji, please go ahead.
Prabhuji, Dhanvad again. I just want to know where could I read more about these 5 stages of mind? You know, I know medically, I know, but how about the spiritual? You are combining the modes, you know, the Sattva Gun, Rajo Gun, like that. So, is there any place I can explore it more?
Somewhere in Prabhupada's purpose only, bro, but
I see.
very
Okay, I get it. Okay, thank you,
Yoga
Prabhu.
Sutras, there will be in detail. Patanjali Yoga Sutra, this is given, but same thing. There one line only is explained.
All right, thank you, bro.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, any more questions for Prabhuji? Okay. Okay, Sushilpa Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, very beautiful class, practical, easy categorization. So we need to know what's the destination that we are trying to achieve. That's the main point. So if we decide on serving Krishna, then we know what to do. In one way or the other, achieve that destination, but we shouldn't be distracted by the good things also. The yagna and so forth are all good, but shouldn't be distracted by the good things also. So Prabhuji, you did mention the Vedas, clearly indicating the first slide that you showed, to nirvana or
Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga.
Pravritti and Nivritti. So those two are, you did mention that both of them are explained in Vedas, like karma, and then for bhakti, if I can get a reference, like in Vedas, that bhakti is the best that Krishna explains. Yeah, if you can please give, maybe after the class also, it's fine, but just one, because we have a yoga group where we read the books, the book club kind of. They are slowly interested, so they did bring up the Upanishads by Eknatheshwar, and there's one book that they were reading. Few of them, there was a question that we asked each one of them. A couple of them said karma. Karma yoga is what they like. Couple of them said dhyana yoga, usually. And then I was introducing the Bhakti Yoga, not introducing, but just explaining of Bhakti. So if the reference is there, that would be helpful, that the Vedas have everything. This is where it says about Bhakti. And I did mention that Krishna said Bhakti is what he likes the most in Bhagavad Gita, and gave it from Bhagavad Gita, but from Vedas, if you can.
Actually, very important, because you have to not just like that. It is impossible to convince anyone, Mataji. It's not like that. See how, because to understand Upanishad, now you need to know Sanskrit first of all. And it's very confusing, and otherwise you don't get conclusions. But you have shlokas which tells the conclusion, because Shankaracharya, if they have to follow Upanishads, who can be a better authority on Upanishads than Shankaracharya? And Shankaracharya says, Sarva Upanishado Gavo, Dogda Gopalanandana, Partho Vatsa Sudhir Gupta, Dugdam Gitamritam Mahat. So better go to an authority and ask. And Shankaracharya says, Sarva Upanishado Gavo, all the Upanishads are like cow, and the essence of that Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita. And Bhagavad Gita conclusion is Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakto. So that's how we have to bring them to the point. Telling that, okay, you will understand Upanishads, but Upanishads, they're very sutras. It's so confusing, because of course you have Taittiriya Upanishad and Isha Upanishad, where this is so many comments on there on Taittiriya Upanishad, because it is giving certain principles. Even Shankaracharya and so many other acharyas, they commented on it. And they gave, Shankaracharya took same Vedanta Sutra and explained Jnana as the conclusion. Madhvacharya and Ramanuja took same Vedanta Sutra and they gave conclusion as Bhakti. So now, whom you should follow? So it's so confusing. It's not the way to approach. If you can read, okay, some pious entertainment, but conclusions, it's so difficult. Conclusion should be their conclusion. So even Shankaracharya gave the conclusion as the Upanishad's conclusion is Bhagavad Gita. And they're accepted as one of the Prasthanatraya. And then Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya. So better take the conclusions of Acharya than your own conclusions. That's what I suggest. Because if you want to go, we can give some shlokas from Upanishads, but there are so many quotes from Upanishads which completely contradict Bhakti also. So it is difficult to get a conclusion like that. Because first of all, I don't know Sanskrit, and even if somebody knows Sanskrit also, to know Upanishads, it is not possible like that.
I got it, Prabhuji. The book that they are reading or chose to read is doesn't have Sanskrit. It's just one author who translated it into English.
That is more
and
dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. But they are at least reading something other than
It does
something.
not make any sense, Mataji. Say, I'll give an example. Say now, only I think 4% of Vedas are remaining with us now. That means most of the part are not there only. They're all burnt and destroyed. Now, say now whole Bhagavatam, you got the 15th chapter of 7th canto of Bhagavatam. Only that chapter you got. Whole Bhagavatam you don't have. Now, by reading one chapter, can you understand the conclusion of Bhagavatam? Just by reading 5th chapter of 7th canto, can you read? No. Same thing. All the Upanishad, Vedas, if you want to know the conclusion, you have to read everything then.
Right.
You have to read everything. And you don't have only everything. So what conclusion you will come? You are getting some part from some section of somewhere and you are telling this is the conclusion. How can we say? Better take from the person who gave the conclusion. So Vyasdev gave the conclusion of Vedas conclusion, all the Upanishads conclusion, Vedanta Sutra. That's why all the acharyas have to make a commentary on Vedanta Sutra. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, oh, commentary on Vedanta Sutra is Bhagavatam. So our conclusion is Bhagavatam. So that's how we have to understand the things. It's not like that. So why Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Shankaracharya, why they have to write all these commentaries on Vedanta Sutra? Because that is called conclusion. So if you give a commentary on it, then you are establishing your philosophy. So they have to make it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said Bhagavatam is our establishment, but still Baldev Vidyabhushan wrote commentary on Vedanta Sutra, Govinda Bhashya, to establish our philosophy. So this is how the conclusion comes. Not just reading some section here, there, and you say this is a conclusion. It won't work like that.
Got it, Prabhuji. So don't even think about the shloka. Rather, just slowly introduce the bhakti.
Yeah, you just tell this essence is Bhagavad Gita. Just read translations of Bhagavad Gita. Or if they want very technical this book, then you give the Jiva Goswami Shad Sandarbhas. We say better read this.
Got it, Prabhuji. I'll try to introduce that book and we'll read together. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Any more questions? Any realizations? Last minute? The chat box, everybody is saying your class is wonderful, Prabhuji, as usual. Yeah. If there are no more questions or realizations, we can end the call here. I would like to offer my obeisances to Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas assembled on the call. Vancha kalpatarupyasya kripa sindhubhyo patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhuji ki jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Nityananda.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
Radhe Radhe.
Oh, Sham Gauri Mataji. Radhe Radhe. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. Closing the call.